and we launched it, and I gave the command to the computer said don't launch it, and because there's some problem. So my experts committee, they immediately analyzed there was something in the oxidizer control system, some leakage was there, so computer put a hold. But the experts told me, and they advised me, I took the responsibility. I bypassed the computer and manually I launched the rocket system. But first stage was okay, second stage was okay, third stage went mad. Instead of putting the satellite in the orbit, and the whole satellite went into the Bay of Bengal. So it was a failure. Now first time, the whole India's press and world press waiting to get the results of how it went through. Say 7 o'clock morning we launched, and 8:30 there's a press conference. Very dynamic press conference, Indian press conference, very, very fantastic press conference. Because we are highly democratic, it means 100% democracy. So my professor, Satish Dhawan, chairman, he took me to the hall and he told me, I am going to handle the whole media. You guide me with me. So I am going to handle. And he handled, and he said to the media, first time we made a rocket system, and naturally we did not succeed. In a year's time, I am going to give all the support to our people, my scientists, technologists. Definitely in another year's time we will succeed. And so we learned a lot from the first failure. But media, what fellow got up, he said, but how much money you have wasted in Bay of Bengal you have put, instead of putting the satellite. Like that there was a criticism. But the professor said, the chairman said, we are going to succeed in a year's time. But you know what happened in that media? I am the project director, I am the mission director. The failure was due to, as a leader, I take the responsibility of the failure. But my chairman, the chief of the organization, he took the responsibility for the failure. He took the responsibility that he is responsible, and he will see to that his scientist technology will succeed next year. Next year came, and I was the mission director, I was a project director, and everything went all right. All the 4 stages worked, and the satellite got 7 kilometers per second the speed, and it went into orbit. It's a beautiful sight. The whole nation was rejoicing, and the country was rejoicing. Again, there was a press conference. In that press conference, Professor Satish Dhawan was not there, chairman. He asked me to go and conduct a press conference. Can you see what happened? When the failure occurred, the leader of the organization took up the failure himself. When the success came, he gave to the team members, that is for me and my team members, he gave the success freely to us. That's real leadership. How do you define the leadership? That means when success comes, you give to your team, leader gives. When the failure occurs, he absorbed the failure, leader absorbed the failure. This lesson really, when I was the project director, SIV3, when I was for the defense program, or the nuclear program, or in Evolution of India 2020 program, everywhere this leadership is the quality what you need. The success you have to give to your team members, and the failure you have to absorb. And this is the lesson all the way. No book teaches. No book teaches us how to do that, but we learned hard way. This is the story I want to tell you. This experience I want to tell you, because when you go out of the campus, when you enter the industry, when you enter the academy, sometimes I enter into politics also. Everywhere you find how to handle the failure, how to handle the success. So I thought of sharing my experience. So friends, this is what the two experience I shared with you. The first experience, how a teacher shapes you. A second experience, how do you manage a failure. So these two experiences I want to convey to you. Then the last point, third point I want to convey. We have evolved. I was a chairman in Technology Information Forecasting Council. I have evolved a vision for India, that is by the year 2020, India should transform into economically developed nation. So for that, a vision document I prepared, it was approved by the parliament. And what is that vision? It's a distinct profile of India by 2020, how India will look like by the year, another 11 years time. Number one, a nation where the rural and the urban divide has reduced to a thin line. You know, in India, 600,000 villages are there. 7 million people live in the villages. So a nation where the rural and the urban divide has reduced to a thin line. A nation where there is an equitable distribution and adequate access to energy and quality water. A nation where agriculture, industry and service sector work together in symphony. A nation where education with value system is not denied to any meritorious candidate because of societal or economic discrimination. A nation which is the best destination for the most talented scholars, scientists and investors. A nation where the best of healthcare is available to all. A nation where the governance is responsive, transparent, corruption-free. A nation where poverty has been totally eradicated, illiteracy removed, and crimes against women and children are absent, and none in the society feels alienated. A nation that is prosperous, healthy, secure, devoid of terrorism, peaceful, happy, and continues with the sustainable growth path. Finally, a nation that is one of the best places to live in and is proud of its leadership. Now, these are the 10 criteria we award. Now, to achieve the distinct profile of India, we have the mission of transforming India into economically a developed nation. And we have identified 5 areas where India has core competence for integrated action. One is agriculture, food processing. Another is reliable and quality electric power, and education and health care, particularly women education. And then information, communication, technology to connect 600,000 villages. And finally, a self-reliance in